Alright, gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 131. We are jumping back in to our Mulgore session. I thought we would one-shot it yesterday. We started, I don't know, somewhat late, but tonight we're starting a little earlier. It is Thursday, tomorrow's my Friday. One more day of work, and then I have the weekend. It's raining in Mulgore, hey. And at this point in the week where I'm just kind of like wrecked from working all week and I'm just ready for the weekend, I gotta get good sleep on Friday. Well, going into Friday. So yeah, got on a little earlier tonight. It's about 7:15. We'll go until 8:15, just an hour tonight. But over the weekend, I'm gonna record a couple sessions. We'll probably go ahead and get our rogue to 60 over the weekend, I imagine. I also have some other stuff going on this weekend, though, so we'll see. We'll play it by ear, but I do want to do a couple recordings over the weekend and try and hit 60 and just have ourselves set up for next week a little better. I'm still kind of getting into the flow of everything with this new job, but I think I'm kind of starting to get into the stride of it. I'm going to work on some Dark Souls, some Temtem this weekend as well, because we've been falling behind on those a little bit, but there's no... I don't know, I'm not giving myself stress or strain. Plus, with Temtem, I need my buddy Krayshawn to also be free, and recently he hasn't been free very much, so it's like, you know, I can only do so much with that, but we're close to the end, so I do want to try and get it wrapped up. But anyways, back to WoW. Let's go back to first-person shooter mode. Kill 14 workers and 6 supervisors. And then we also need Fizz Sprocket's clipboard, the leader. Well, I guess he's the foreman. He's not the leader, I shouldn't say, but this is all Goblin Venture Company. We've heard about them. It's crazy that I opened that, by the way. $132 on the guns. If I could get to like 250, I'd feel pretty comfortable, but ideally we get even higher than that. These guys dropped copper, rough stone, minor healing potions. This is the place to kill mobs in early hardcore. Wow. You're getting linen too. There's chests around here. There's some ore. High respawn rates, probably. Yeah, this is a great... Yeah, look at that. Just ore on kills is crazy. These guys are the guys to kill in early hardcore, I'm starting to realize. Any horde character, I should come and do Mulgore just for this little bit. I'll get you in, bro, don't worry. I didn't one-shot him? Boom. Alright, everyone we need. Now we just gotta get Fizz Sprocket's clipboard, so let's get rid of the drink. I believe that's him right there. Snipe him. Didn't one-shot him. Get our unarmed up a little bit as well. I'm gonna leave the copper here. There's, you know, we might as well just save it for someone else that would need it, as well as like the rough stone and this copper ore. I'm just gonna get rid of it, honestly. The linen I'm considering keeping, but do I have any real need for it? Again, you know, my character can't auction house anything. All we get is value from vendor sales, but even now I'm like at 125 gold. We have bought everything we need. Virtually no use for gold anymore outside of my skills, but we've got the hunter charge. There's a body right there. We've got all of the money that we need for our skills, like set, so, you know, not really stressing gold. We should be able to finish Mulgore tonight and then go back to Felwood and maybe tie up a few loose ends, or just do some farming with the, what were they called? The Dead Maw? Is that what the Felpaw is? I can't remember what their name was, but the enemy tribe to the Timber Maw. I might just spend a few minutes farming those, and then in my spare time, just get myself to neutral if I can't get 40 kills this afternoon, but that way at least we did some of that farm together. But I could probably get 40 kills, like, in 20 minutes, I imagine. Maybe, probably less than that if I'm being, you know, real, but being generous. Ana Galara. It's actually a pretty cool name, I like it. Ana Galara. I'm assuming they mean it as like two names, but let's go get those prospectors' pickaxes and break them down. Get rid of dwarven digging. I need to consume the water of seers and follow the wolf all the way over here to Seer Wise Runner. There's a long chain there. I swear there was a quest to get some like plain strider meat and prairie meat and all this stuff, but that's crazy. A level 8 would auto attack me. Alright, Beldun dig site. I also need to explore down here afterwards. Decent bit of ore over here too. Just kind of making mental notes for any kind of future characters on the Horde that will be mining, aka our warrior. Other than that, the shaman will be herbalism alchemy. We've talked about this before, but the warlock will be tailoring and enchanting, and then the hunter will be skinning leatherworking. I think we just need 5 pickaxes. Through the mountain. Oh, what a shot. He's cracked. I'm fucking quacked. Oh, we've read these books. War of the Three Hammers, Iron Forge, The Awakening of the Dwarves. These are actually the same books that are in Baal Modan. Alright. Let's break these tools. Let's get out of here. Actually kind of glad I don't have to read those books. But actually really cool books to read. Damn, 4 different copper nodes here. That's like a stack of copper right there. Alright, let's get the exploration over here real quick. I think we'll run back to Bloodhoof real quick. Talk to Bane, talk to Morin. See if there's any more chains. I swear there's a quest we're missing in here somewhere. I don't know why my questie's not showing low-level quests either. Oh, it's some kind of cave. Pale Mane Rock. What is this? Oh, it's a tribe of like tanners and stuff. I didn't know these guys were over here, honestly. Alright. Back to Bloodhoof. Also, wasn't our map on the bottom left? Why is it on the... There you go. So why is it on the top right? Or top left now? That's better. Just keep swimming. What's the unarmed? 198. 200 plus would be nice. Anything above 200's, you know, I'm happy with it. 250 ideally, but I'd still probably miss a lot of mobs around my level if I got unarmed at 250, but it's close to 300. Hello, Bale. Do you have the broken tools? The dwarves' digging will enrage the Kodos of Mulgore. This defilement must be stopped.
Thank you, adventurer. This will calm the beasts of Mulgore, and, spirits willing, it will teach the dwarves that hollowing the land is not the path to knowledge.
Alright. Let's consume the water of seers. After this, I'm just going to triple check and make sure that there's no NPCs around here that I've missed a quest from. Because I swore there was some NPC that's like, I'd have to kill plains striders and coyotes to get their meat. But maybe that's a cooking quest. Maybe I've already done it or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I have to be a Tauren to take that quest or get that quest. Or it takes forever to consume this stuff. Okay, I don't really need to follow him, thanks to Questy. But
what are you looking for?
Okay, no.
Friend, I only help hunters and their pets. I do not have the knowledge you seek.
Mar? Rain Caller?
My grandfather told me stories about his battles
There's
with a
one.
strider
Whoops.
named Mazranaje. He told me of its demonic red eyes, razor-sharp talons, and venomous bite. As fortune would have it, while traveling across the plains, I encountered it, and it took a nasty bite from my shoulder. He was as terrible as my grandfather described. I will need some hard-to-find animal parts to clean the infection from his bite. A wolf heart, cougar femur, plain strider scale, and swoop gizzard. Hurry. Time is of the essence.
This is the quest I was thinking of. Okay. Let's go talk to Morin. I think we've talked to...
What are you looking for?
What about Leaping Deer?
What are you looking for?
Okay, just another guard. Okay, I think that was the quest that I was missing, and that should be all the quests. Take out these prairie wolves real quick. 422 crit, nice. There's the wolf heart right away, love that. 429. Oh, I don't need the wolves. Got the eggs, but I don't really need them. Think about it. Yeah, let's just get rid of them. I mean, I also don't really need... I don't need any of this stuff, so... Sure, could save it and vendor it or whatever, but... It's like cents again. Alright, Morin, my man. Let's turn in the Venture Co. first and then the Supervisor.
I don't think there could be too much misinterpreting or ignoring of that signal. HM, the venture company will know not to take the Tauren lightly. or to be so arrogant as to believe we would allow them to steal the natural resources around us without protest.
True, brother. I seethe with anger at the thought of the atrocities the Venture Co. is willing to perpetrate against us in the name of profit.
My anger is somewhat lessened at the news that the villain Fizzprocket is dead. I will go through his personal effects and see if there is any additional information about what the Venture Company has planned for the future. Thank you for your efforts, adventurer.
I mean, I could get this on my shaman and learn two-handed maces, I think, at 20, so we would probably not be using that at this point. I don't think you can get two-handed... Well, no, you can learn two-handed maces before then, right? You learn it right away at level 10? You just have to go to a major city? Maybe Tauren Shaman can use them right away. I think they can. Either way, we'll take the Goblin Smasher on the Tauren. On this character, though, I'm going to take the Compact Fighting Knife and actually probably keep this thing. I like the sound of it. Sounds cool. Sounds like another item I might just like throw in the bank and keep for... Remember when we were almost at the end and then we did Mulgore and... Just memories. Kind of dumb me things, but... Alright, we just need the Gizzard and the Scale. And there's the Gizzard. It's your Gizzard. It's your Gizzard. It's always like it. Okay, good chill. Back to first person mode. Boom! Got my shot. Scale. Fire wand. It'd be nice if I was like a low level mage or something. Scale. I got the beast in my sights. Yeah. Scale. Come on, what is the drop rate on that scale? Any more plane striders? There we go. I don't know. I'm deliriously tired, I'm realizing. I'm like straight yapping right now. There we go. Chargers hand wraps? What the hell am I looking at? Are those like unique gloves? I've never... These are kind of crazy looking. Okay, back to Bloodhoof. It'd be slower to swim. Almost out of slugs. I should have kept my other set, but again, it's super easy to make more of these mithril gyro or gyro shots, however you say it. Guns are at 159, call it 160. We're making good progress. We started Mulgore at like basically 0, so a lot of shots while we've been here. That's also kind of what's taking a little longer, is I can't just like run up and auto kill like a million things really quickly. Shoot has a 3-second cooldown and it has like an animation, but my fever grows worse and I find my mind drifting into delirious nightmares. I should have known that I wouldn't be able to handle a beast my grandfather was able to defeat. Do you have the ingredients for the remedy? I fear if I do not clean the infection soon, it will be the death of me.
Thank you, adventurer. Using the items you brought me, I'll be able to create the remedy I need to stop the spread of the infection and eventually cure it completely. I owe you my life in thanks, but I'll never forget that screeching call when Masranach came upon me, the blaze of color as its beak descended.
Masranach. Tell me more about the beast. Oh, you won't? Okay. Will you?
What are you looking for?
Doesn't someone give me that quest? For hunting that beast, Mazrinash or whatever? Maybe it's something only Torin can take?
I be seeking someone, adventurer. Please, leave me be. It is important I find them.
What are you looking for?
No one in here. Scorn? Michael Scorn.
How may I?
Come closer, young one. In my time, I could hear the flutter of a prey's beating heart. But now you must speak up if you want your words heard.
I'm gonna skip the story, because I'm on a mission. I mean, maybe not. Nothing from Mole. Nothing from these guys. Alright. Let's go continue with our Rite of Wisdom, Rite of Vision, and I guess get ready to wrap up Mulgore for the most part. I think we have a few more things to do off of this. A Rite of Wisdom, Journey into Thunderbluff, and then the Rites of the Earth Mother. And then for the most part, there are a couple more quests that you can get if you kill a couple rares around the area, I believe. And then maybe there's some quests in Thunderbluff. I might pause and just run through Thunderbluff and talk to like basically every NPC. And if I find a quest, I'll unpause and we'll look at it together. But it won't be very interesting watching me just go talk to every NPC because Questie's not working and I need to do it the old school way. Which is, you know, it's cool, but that's a nice little silhouette. I think we need to go. There it is. Is the Dark Moon Fair in town? I don't think so. No, it would be on the map, I believe. But yeah, this is where they set up. We've been out here before, of course. When we got our Dark Moon storage box. This was one that I honestly, like, I set the goal to get this, and I didn't think I was gonna get it because in my mind I thought it was difficult to get. But then once I actually figured out how to get it, I was like, oh, this is actually not bad at all, and I'll definitely get it on every character moving forward. But okay, Seer Wise Runner.
Be not afraid, adventurer. You have successfully passed the Rite of Vision.
I'm gonna take the Sun-Beaten Cloak.
To gain acceptance amongst the elders of Thunder Bluff, you must next complete the Rite of Wisdom. Now that you have passed the Rite of Vision, the ancestral spirits of Red Rocks will give you the blessing of our ancestors. Only those who have drunk from the water of seers can gain the blessing. Travel east of Thunder Bluff to Red Rocks and seek out the ancestral spirit, adventurer.
Will do. So basically, other side of the map. I'm gonna run up north just so we can explore all this stuff while we're over here. And just because the vibes are nice in Mulgore, we'll record through the whole way. But I was thinking about pausing it. But Call to Arms, Plaguelands. We're gonna hold off on that. We are gonna take Rabin Saturna when we go back up. There's quite a few chains there. Wastelands, the Spirit of Southwind, Hive in the Tower, Umber, Archivist, and Uncovering Past Secrets. I think some of these are gonna take me into the Plaguelands. Some of these are gonna take me into Silithis. It looks like, but I'm not sure. Could go do Khan Hrothra at this point. I mean, it would be probably pretty easy, but is there anything to explore over here as far as, I didn't know if I would get "You've discovered" texts or anything like that. At some point over the weekend, I might actually go do Khan Hrothra, just to get it out of the way and wrap that last little bit of lore with the Magram Centaur up. I guess at some point I could attempt a princess try before 60, but also I wouldn't mind doing the attempt at 60. That way, worst case scenario, something terrible happens. We already made our goal, but I really want to mint this character. I don't want him to make it and then lose him. So, knock on some wood. If any of the rares are up, it should trigger my add-on, and we can just pop them real quick, get the quest. We have Enforcer Emilgund. I think that's a goblin down in that little village. You have the Rake and Sister Hate Lash. There's also a few, they're not, I guess Ghost Howl too, but they're not, some of them are rares, I think, as far as they are just like quest named NPCs out in the world, but I think some are rare. I don't know. Where's the exploration over here? Wind Fury Ridge. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get this. What's this? Surely it's not. It really is. Just this section here in the mountains. I'm assuming it's Harpy territory. From these nests. Usually this is a symbol of harpies. But it's not. Oh, it is. I was right. Alright, where's the exploration? Come on. There's Sister Hate Lash, a rare elite. Didn't realize I put daggers on, whoops. I still didn't get the exploration up here, what the hell? Is this just one of those spots on the map? No, it's gotta be down here, right? Is it the village? There's another rare. The Enforcer. Honestly, I'm gonna try and shoot him. Maybe it's just a spot on the map that you can't. There we go. The Wild Mane Water Well. There we go. Just little baby Kodo, little Kodo calf, still grazing the plains. Another one. The Golden Plains. Big exploration. Now we just have to explore over here with this quest, and then I think it takes us to Thunderbluff. This might be something I need to explore as well, which maybe I do on the way out, but ideally we fly out, so maybe we just hit it on the way down. It could also be just like a spot. Oh, Mazan Rosh is a rare. Mazranash, is that how you say it? Mazranash, not Mazanrash. Mazranash is a rare, and that's what bit that guy. He doesn't give you a quest for him, but he is out there. I like that. That, to me, is a cool quest. Red Rocks, yay. Alright, let's talk to the spirits. Oh, Bristleback. We meet again. Interloper. Let me get a clean shot on him.
You have shown great diligence in your yearning to pass the rites of the Earth Mother Adventurer. We, the ancestral spirits, represent the mighty Tauren who gave their lives bravely to found and protect our great city of Thunder Bluff. I hereby pass the duty of that protection over to you. You have passed the rite of wisdom, young adventurer. Enter Thunder Bluff with pride.
We have been revered.
You will now be revered within our great city. Any person worthy of completing the rites of the Earth Mother earns that honor. For your final quest, seek out our noble leader, Cairn Bloodhoof, who dwells atop the highest mesa in Thunderbluff.
And that's it. Mulgore. Wrapped up. Like I said, I'll pause the video and I'll go like poke around Thunderbluff for a little bit and try and see if there's any like low-level quests that we missed that'll bring us back out into Mulgore. But I think for the most part, as a outsider coming into Mulgore, that's the experience right there. So a great zone. The vibes here are just some of the best in the game, in my opinion. Like, that's fucking cool, bro. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love Mulgore. Great place. Oh, Aranche. This is one of the rares that I was talking about. I think it'll give you a quest. I should have shot. Arache. Ah, Kodo, I didn't mean it. Or you can get a quest for it. Maybe there's a wanted board for it, and I accidentally killed it too quickly, but like I said, let's go check this area real quick. Just real quick, make sure there's no map exploration that I missed in that one little spot, and then we'll run up to Thunderbluff. We'll talk to Karen, and then I'll pause, like I said. We'll poke around, see if there's any quests, and resume if not, or if there is, and then if not, we'll go to Archdruid Hemel Rune Totem and accept this Rabin quest finally. And then for the last little bit tonight, we'll probably just go and, like I said, go try and farm some mobs so we can get the neutral, so we can get out of Felwood. We'll turn in this quest with Greta. The key is underground, that's right. We'll hold off on that for now. I have to go into Jadenar, and then it's like all the way back there. There we go. It's the water well. Cool. The Thunderhorn water well. And Mulgore completely explored. Nice. But yeah, we'll go back to Felwood. We'll probably farm rep for the rest of the night and just, get some solid experience out of it. And then whatever is left over, I'll do before our next session, since it's the weekend after tonight. And we will push into Winter Spring and Moonglade. We'll talk to Rabin. We'll start Winter Spring finally. I'm super stoked to start this zone. This is one of my favorite zones. I just felt like it was like never gonna happen at the start of the adventure, but we're finally here, so stoked to start this zone. And then after that, yeah, like I said, we'll do the Plaguelands. Pretty much everywhere we've done, We can hide these quests now. They're dungeon quests. Oh, that feels bad. And that's even scarier. Last long. But we'll hit them with some tech real quick. Bad tech. Okay, up we go. There we go. Let's get out Randy. My good luck charm. Randy, the robotic chicken. Hit that head bob, Randy. Yeah, I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. check over my shoulder just to make sure no one caught that cringe. I'm gonna poke around Thunderbluff real quick, talk to some NPCs, make sure we didn't miss any low-level quests here, and I'll unpause the video if there was. If not, like I said, I'll resume when we get over to Archdruid Hamel. So, see you guys in just a second.
Here on Thunderbluff,
And right away
but I
we
cannot
have one.
forgive-
So,
Cairn is a noble leader for uniting our people here on Thunderbluff, but I cannot forgive those who drove us from our ancestral lands as easily as some. My people inhabited the southern barrens for decades. The land was holy to us, but we were driven off by numerous foes.
this is a Razorfen crawl quest, so it was literally right here where I paused the video, so...
Adventurer,
Oh.
my brother soon stands before Chief Bloodhoof, and it is my honor to make his headdress for him. I want to ask a favor of you while I finish tanning these leather straps. There is not time for me to find enough feathers, and I was wondering, would you gather more for me? You can find feathers of the correct size from the harpies residing far to the north and northwest of Thunder Bluff. I need only 6 azure and 6 bronze feathers to complete the design.
And we get a bound harness, which is cool. It's a very traditional Tauren thing. I think I might keep that as well, so... There's one right there, but alright. I'm gonna pause unless we find another quest, so I'll be right back. Alright, gamers. I poked around basically all of Thunderbluff, and I didn't find any other quests other than the preparation for the ceremony. So let's go talk to Cairn. He has a lot of moves, damn. He is a full-on warrior. He's got War Stomp, Mortal Strike, Thunderclap, Cleave, Uppercut, Berserker, Charge.
Greetings, young one, and welcome to Thunderbluff.
Thank you.
You'll find a safe refuge from the burdens of the world here. All denizens of the Horde are welcome here. The spirits of the present and past come alive here in this sacred place, my friend. Honor them, and in doing so, honor yourself.
Cool. Journey into Thunder.
Hail, young adventurer. I see you found your way to my doorstep. You have passed the rites of the Earth Mother and earned your place in Thunder Bluff. But in order to maintain the spot that you strived so hard to achieve, you must continue to prove your worth to your people. We are hunters, adventurer. Down below in Mulgore there is a mighty Kodo named Arachia. Show me your skills in the ways of tracking and hunting by bringing me the horn of Arakia.
You changed it up there at the end. Alright, well, we have 2 things to do, actually, so... The Horn of Arakia, or Arachia, however you say it, and then the feathers. So we might actually not get to farming those mobs. Peace pipe hitting it. If I pass you to boof, you hitting it. We might not be able to farm as many of those mobs as I thought we were going to be able to, or even if we can do any, but I broke these out of the bank, and I did some reorganizing. I'm going to use these to farm some of the Dead Maul, I think is their name. I think it's Dead Maul Clan. Oh, I never noticed you could even look at these. The White Stag and the Moon. What? Oh, bro, how many of these are there? There's like 5 in here. Holy, okay. Well, we might have some things to read.
The Earth keeps many secrets, adventurer. It is our duty to ensure that those that must remain a secret for the good of all stays as such.
Rabin Saturna.
For this task, Keeper Remulos's major domo in Moonglade, Rabin Saturna, seeks aid in exploring the vast wastelands far to the west of Tanaris and Ungoro. He is located in Nighthaven, the main village of Moonglade. I want to impart on you the importance of your presence. There are growing tensions between the Night Elves of Darnassus and the Cenarian Circle in Moonglade. Look beyond racial boundaries and tap into the wisdom of your ancestors in dealings with the Circle there, adventurer. Good luck.
Thank you. Alright, I guess let's, how many pages are these? That's only 3, okay. Mist of Dawn. Before the age of memory, the gentle Earth Mother breathed upon the golden mists of dawn, where the amber clouds came to rest. There were endless fields of flowing wheat and barley. This was the basin of her works, the great basket of life and hope. The Earth Mother's eyes shone down upon the lands she had breathed into creation. Her right eye, Anshi, the sun, gave warmth and light to the land. Her left eye, Musha, the moon, gave peace and sleep to the stirring creatures of the dawning. Such was the power of her gaze that the Earth Mother closed one dreaming eye for every turning of the sky. Thus her loving gaze turned day into night for the first dawning of the world. While the right eye shone down upon the golden dawn, the Earth Mother's gentle hands spread out across the golden plains. Wherever the shadow of her arms passed, a noble people arose from the rich soil. The Shu Halo, the Tauren, arose to give thanks and prayer to their loving mother. There, in the endless fields of dawn, the children of the earth swore themselves to her grace and vowed to bless her name until the final darkening of the world. That's sick. Sorrow of the Earth Mother. As the children of the earth roamed the fields of dawn, they hearkened to dark whispers from deep beneath the world. The whispers told the children of the arts of war and deceit. Many of the Shuhalo fell under the shadow's sway and embraced the ways of malice and wickedness. They turned upon their pure brethren and left their innocence to drift upon the plains. The Earth Mother, her heart heavy with her children's plight, could not bear to watch them fall from grace. In her grief she tore out her eyes and set them spinning across the endless starry skies. Anshi and Musha, seeking to ease the other's sorrow, could only chase each other's faint glow across the sky. The twins still chase one another with every turning of the world. Though sightless, the Earth Mother could not long stray from the world of her heart. She kept her ear to the winds and listened to all that transpired across the fields of the dawn. Her great heart was always with her children, and her loving wisdom never fled from them. Damn. The White Stag and the Moon. Into the brave hearts of the pure children, the Earth Mother placed the love of the hunt. For the creatures of the first dawn were savage and fierce. They hid from the Earth Mother, finding solace in the shadows and the wild places of the land. The Shuhalo hunted these beasts wherever they could be found and tamed them with the Earth Mother's blessing. One great spirit eluded them, however. Aparo, known as Malorn to the Night Elves, was a proud stag of snow-white fur. His antlers scraped the roof of the heavens, and his mighty hooves stamped out the deep places of the world. The Shuhalo hunted Aparo to the corners of the dawning world, and closed in to snare the proud stag. Seeking to escape, the great stag leapt into the sky, yet as his escape seemed assured, his mighty antlers tangled in the stars which held him fast. Though he kicked and struggled, Aparo could not loosen himself from the heavens. It was then that Musha found him as she chased her brother Anshi towards the dawn. Musha saw the mighty stag as he struggled and fell in love with him immediately. The clever moon made a bargain with the great stag. She would set him free from the snare of the stars if he would love her and end her loneliness. Musha loved Aparo and conceived a child by him. The child, a demigod some would claim, was born in the shadowed forests of the night. He would be called Cenarius, and walk the starry path between the waking world and the kingdom of the heavens. Wow, I didn't know that about Cenarius. I mean, I guess I kinda did. I think we went over this, but it's much cooler to read it like this. Wow. Alright, two more. Forest Lord and the First Druids. In time, the children, Cenarius, grew to the stature of his proud father, a brother to both the trees and the stars. The great hunter roamed the far places of the world, signing the harmonious songs of the dawning. All creatures bowed before his grace and beauty. There were none so cunning as the son of the moon and the white stag. Eventually, Cenarius befriended the Shuhalo and spoke to them of the turning world. The children of the earth knew him as brother and swore to help him care for the fields of life and the favored creatures of their great Earth Mother. Cenarius taught the children of the earth to speak to the trees and plants. The Shuhalo became druids and worked great deeds of magic to nurse the land to health. For many generations, the Shuhalo hunted with Cenarius and kept the world safe from the shadows that stirred beneath it. Very cool. Alright, final one. Hatred of the Centaur. As the mists of dawn faded and the age of memory advanced, the demigod Cenarius went his own way through the fields of the world. The Shuhalo, Doran, were sorrowful at his passing and forgot much of the druidism he had taught them. As the generations passed, they forgot how to speak with the trees and the wild things of the land. The dark whispers from the deeps of the world drifted up to their ears once again. Though the children of the earth closed out the evil whispers, a terrible curse befell their roaming tribes. Out of the black lands of the west came a horde of murmurous creatures, the centaur, cannibals, and ravagers. The centaur fell upon the Shuhalo like a plague. Though the braves and hunters fought with the Earth Mother's blessing in their heart, the centaur could not be defeated. The Shuhalo were forced to leave their ancestral holdings behind and roam the endless plains as nomads forever. It was held that one day hope would return, and the scattered tribes of the Shuhalo would find a new home under the loving arms of the Earth Mother. That home is Thunderbluff now. I think I have to sneeze. Maybe not. I don't want to look at the light while I'm trying to cross the bridge, but either way, we don't have too much time, so we probably have enough time to get the Horn of Arashe, get these feathers, and then get back to Splinter Tree. Mulgore complete, Thunderbluff complete. It's a bit of a bigger zone than I gave it credit for as far as, doing Red Cloud Mesa all the way into Bloodhoof. Bloodhoof sends you kind of, over the place a little bit. And then you do Thunderbluff. There's things to do inside of Thunderbluff that you have to do as far as, like, once you become revered and favors for Cairn and all this stuff. So next time we'll probably farm some rep, or I'll get to where we need to be, and then, I'll kill a couple. We killed a couple together already, but I'll kill a couple in the next session just to show you guys what the farm was like. Because I don't think like 30 or 40 minutes of just straight farming mobs would be super entertaining. I said we would do that if I needed to get to 60, but I don't think I'm going to need to do that, honestly, with the pace that we're going at. We're basically 58, and I've got the rest of Fellwood, which isn't very much. It's basically done. We have Winter Spring, we have Eastern Plaguelands, Winter Spring, Eastern Plaguelands, Western Plaguelands, Silithus for 2 levels. So we might get to like 59 and a half and run out of stuff. We might get to 59 and run out of stuff. And I just have to like grind that last little bit from 59 to 60. We'll see how that goes though. Alright, shooting time. 382. Bronze feathers and azure feathers. Oh, get resisted. $365. That's a year right there, baby. Da 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 da. Oh, I did one shot him. $416. Right down the sights. Let's do it this close. This is how I'm gonna play the hunter. Literally just crosshairing. I'm gonna try and make a mental note to, before we get out of here, maybe go make some more ammo. But, again, I don't want to be on too late. I need to get ready to get off and go to bed in about 10 minutes, so. We'll get these feathers. We'll get. Oh, is that Ghost Wolf? It's Ghost Wolf. I've actually never killed Ghost Wolf, so that's cool. Crit. I needed a crit. Okay, the demon scarred cloak. The ragged hide of Ghost House still bears a terrible wound, gained from the wolves battled against the Burning Legion. Wow, that wolf he's battled against wolves of the Burning Legion. Perhaps someone in Bloodhoof Village should know of Ghost Wolf's demise. Scorn's hammer or Scorn's rifle. Scorn! Secret Agent Michael Scorn. Feather drop rate is just awful, just abysmal. Gotta take it just cause it would have been nice to, well, I can't use axes, so scratch that. One health, oof. I just want the feathers, bro. Come on. This drop rate is horrible. We're almost out of ammo. I'm gonna have to throw the old swords back on, or I could just go straight swinging. Spirit. There we go. Keep them coming, keep them coming. 6, come on. Damn. Cancelled. I just need these feathers, man. Now we have an extra stop now that I gotta go talk to Scorn, but thankfully I have a mount. It shouldn't be too bad. Beautiful. Watch this, I'm calling it. My last feather is on the body that I left back here. This one, right here. Ready? 20 bucks. Oh, how did he know? The secret is, I didn't. Get rid of the feathers. Be careful not to destroy my weapon when I'm doing shit like that, huh? Alright, that's the alarm for bedtime. Let's get this horn, turn all this junk in, make another set of shots, and then hearth and log off. Arache can be anywhere in here, so let's set him up with the target macro. Target Arache. We got about 200 gun skill out of this. Not too bad, honestly. Alright, let's just follow this. At some point we should pick up on Arache. I think it respawns like pretty quickly. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's get the shot. Can we get a crit when we need it most? It's a big beast. Oh god, here it comes! I couldn't get the shot. Oh god. That's gonna kill it. No, it's not. Get the shot. Gah! Right between the eyes. Got the head. Messed that up. Right about there. There we go. Alright, I think swords are finally coming back on. Let's head into Bloodhoof. We'll talk to Scorn, White Cloud. Then we're heading back to Eon and Cairn. We will make, like I said, one more set of bullets with the... Where are you? Mithril gyro shots. And then we're gonna hearth. Call it at Splinter Tree. And then next time, like I said, we'll go farm that rep. I'll probably do it in between on my own, but... Okay. Okay. Dark Sky, what a name. I think, no, I mean, I knew this, but obviously Brave is just a title that they get, I guess, after completing a serious hunt or some kind of right to prove themselves. Scorn. This guy looks like he's seen some shit, huh?
Peace, friend.
The demon-scarred cloak.
I can barely believe my old eyes. You defeated the great wolf ghost howl?
We'll take the
I look
rifle.
upon you with new respect, young adventurer. You are a hunter of extreme skills.
Thank
Let
you.
me offer you something. My days of hunting are over, but I would be honored if you used one of my weapons in your hunts. May it strike true and bring you renown. And let us hope that Ghost Howl's spirit has finally found peace.
I guess we'll... Tell me a story, Scorn.
I have run through these plains for many, many seasons, and I have hunted great beasts, and I had never been bested until I faced Ghost Howl. Long ago, the massive wolf was an ally to the Tauren and fought bravely against the Burning Legion, but he was wounded savagely by a demon, and the tear in his flesh never healed. Eventually, it drove Ghost Howl mad. Now he roams the plains in agony, seeking an end to his pain. To my shame, when we fought, I lacked the strength to slay him.
So there's a little backstory on our old
I can
friend,
barely believe my old eyes. You
Ghost
defeated the
Howl.
great-
We'll take the rifle, and now let's head back to... I'm probably just going to sell it. It's a cool item, but not cool enough to keep. I did want to show you guys the bank. I've reorganized it a little bit. Put everything as far as like equipable items on the bottom row, or things that just kind of have sentimental value. I'll call them my mementos, I guess. This is like the memento row. You know, we've got the helmet, sort of hammerfall, Belgrim's hammer, windstorm hammer, the white bone shredder, our compact fighting knife that we just got, the master hunter rifle, our engineer's hammer, the torque wrench, a little egg timer bomb, our poison in a bottle concoction, our gnomish remote, goblin charger, goblin jumper cables, bleh, and then the red rose that we found, this rare drop item. So dobre. Give him a wave. But I guess you just get rid of it afterwards. The demon scarred cloak. Oh, it's an item you can actually put on. What? That's cool. That's actually a really cool item. Not something that's cool enough for me to want to like keep it, sadly. Although, kinda. Huh. You know what? I am gonna keep it. Screw it. It is cool. I've never seen an item that's like an equipable quest item. That's the first, like I said, that's the first time I'd ever killed Ghost Hell. He's never, ever up. I'm always playing on more popular servers, so someone like kills him as soon as they see him, but Scorn's rifle, I don't really care about keeping that. Now the demon scarred cloak, that sounds sick. And, like I said, it's an equipable quest item. That's so cool. Alright. Let's take care of this business, because I got to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. This headdress will certainly be a wonderful gift from my brother.
Thank you for your help, adventurer. My part in my brother's ceremony is almost complete. Giving him his headdress and witnessing the ceremony are all my duty requires of me.
Pretty cool. I'm gonna have to decide what to do with those later. This is just, again, Plague Lands quest. Let's take 2 of these. Let's take 2 of these.
Farewell.
Trying to be quick and efficient. Slap out a case of these bad boys real quick. Let's go talk to Karen. One more. Pretty good on time tonight, at least. Have you tracked down Arache yet?
Well done. A fine kill that was. I will send a gathering party to collect the carcass so we can retrieve the hide and meat. You have done a great deed for your people, adventurer.
Thank you, Ken. 130 experience from that. That's crazy. Alright, let me put the harness up and the scarred cloak up. Then let's hearth and wrap it up for the night. Torn Hunter are actually really cool to me now. After like fully understanding the hunt and everything. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with these later. For now, I just want to kind of get them in there. Keep these with us though for our farming. And then this is our 60 party package. 130. Pretty good. Alright, let's hop in. Bed next to Vera. I'm gonna cuddle in real close tonight. Just make myself at home. Let me scoot up on the pillows a little bit here. There we go. Alright guys, we're going to call this one here for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow night in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love. And God bless, gamers.